better be on our guard here. I'll help you. I'll get this one.
Not now.
Even in the old world, people looked out for each other. That's what this place says to me.
Oh, we got a nice catch here. Nice, nice. Fresh meat in it. Got a fair amount on you. Boy, you're gonna cook up nicely.
Cook?
Oh, yes, we'll do you justice. A few sprigs of scragweed and some cogroot. Oh, and you'll be just right for us. I'll get you.
That's enough.
I'll get you.
regret that.
Just give me a minute to calm down, will you? Calming. Calming. Whew. Shit. A moment longer and those cannibals would have had me over the fire. There's enough creatures out here trying to eat me without people trying it as well. Shit, shit! That's not something I want to go through again. Hell. You've not got anything to drink, have you? Something to help a man get his head screwed back on?
Here. This should help.
Ah, that's good. There's something about a near-death experience that makes everything taste golden. You saved me. I mean, you saved my life. And I've learned a lot about Magalan's history. But cannibals? I haven't heard of anything like that since the dark days after the comet hit. Most of what we live on in Tavar is from the past. So history is profitable. Interesting, too. You should learn it.
Tell me about Magalan's past.
Gladly. What would you like to know?
Tell me about Tavar.
Well, it might not seem like there's a lot of history here, but this place hasn't always been desert. When the comet hit, it turned this place into the wasteland you see. But not everything was destroyed. Some building complexes, like the fort, survived. Others were buried. When the sand shifts, other buildings appear. And then all the things that were left in them are there for the taking. Not that everything that's buried is good. Logan, the Duke as he's known today, they're sitting on a powder keg. Back before the comet hit, they stored weapons there. Serious, end-of-the-world weapons. And they're still there, somewhere, along with a whole stack of the usual kind.
What kind of weapons?
I know the history, not the science. I'm no cleric. But these things were supposed to destroy cities. They were supposed to destroy countries.
How could they do that?
I don't know. Big explosions. Big explosions. And the fort is sitting on top of them. That's why I want shards. I want to be a long way from here if those things ever go off.
What do you know about the Berserkers?
They were a group living up in the woods, trying to grow their own food, and they evolved from there. Everyone else was fighting for what was left, but they decided to make something new. It was some guy called Amric that started them. The new guy they have there, Thorold, the Pilgrim, sees himself as some sort of spiritual successor to Amric. He's changed things there. They're pushing out into the world more than they did. The Berserkers used to stay in Edan mostly. They'd fight to protect their borders, make assaults outside them, and then pull back. Now they're holding ground. It seems the Pilgrim wants to purify all of Edan. They're gonna use their world hearts to change the world. They want to use their magic to turn the clock back and make Magalan what it was. Well, they'll change it. But whether Magalan was ever like they say, that's just a fantasy.
How much do you know about the clerics?
Secretive lot. They probably know more about history than the others, but they keep it to themselves. But this god they believe in, Kalan, I haven't seen anything anywhere about this god in records from before the comet hit. Why they've created a god and worship technology? Well, I can't understand it. Everything else they do is about knowledge and fact and observation. So why invent a lot of hocus pocus to go with it?
Why did the clerics have so few men?
The wars. They put their faith in their fighting machines. But either their prayers weren't answered or they had a technological hitch. They went into battle with the berserkers and their machines shut down. They were defeated. Heavy losses. Those left retreated into Ignadon. Anyone that didn't make it back was cut down by one faction or another. The clerics' numbers never recovered. I guess they must have fixed whatever the problem was with their fighting machines. It's never happened again.
Tell me about the factions.
Well, their recent history. I mean, they only came about after the comet hit. Before that, there were countries and governments. Millions of people organized into groups. Nothing like now. But the comet destroyed all that. There aren't really records from after the comet hit. No one was writing things down. They were just trying to survive. No leaders. All the things they relied on to survive had gone. But it didn't take long for people to form groups to get resources. And it didn't take long for those people to start fighting. All factions think they've got ways to save us. They're all just ways people are trying to survive.
So, there are a lot of gaps in your knowledge of history?
Well, some. There were more records kept during the territory wars. That was once the factions had formed and started fighting each other. I guess as soon as you're a group, you want to start keeping a history of who you are. History becomes more important. Anyway, instead of fighting over 1 or 2 tins, the factions started fighting over land. Elex. Resources. Any small factions that were left got absorbed or destroyed. I mean, these people were survivors. So you'd think that's what they'd want. To survive. Instead, there were yet more deaths. There aren't numbers, but I'd guess at least half of those still alive were killed. That's just a guess. Finally, the people in charge realized the cost was too high, so they formed a council, the Great Council of Magalan, and made a non-aggression treaty.
A non-aggression treaty? That doesn't seem to have worked.
Well, peace is always fragile. The berserkers and clerics have totally different ideas about Elex and technology, for a start. But after all the deaths, the factions knew they risked their own destruction if they fought anymore. So, the peace lasted, more or less. There are always some hotheads, some isolated clashes over resources. But the leaders brought their people back into line. All the factions rebuilt their lands, worked on their own rules.
So, what went wrong?
The Alps. They were just a small splinter group. They went up into Zakor, into the ice, and no groups were interested in that land. They built their strength, and then they invaded. The factions were taken completely by surprise. The Alps captured people, land, built their converters before the factions could respond. What happened to the prisoners, the dead? History doesn't speak of that.
I've heard enough.
At least you did listen. That's not always the case today.
Is there something you need?
No, I'm okay. Don't waste your time on my old bones. The only thing I'm interested in is stories. And I don't think you are the storytelling type.
What do you know about the Alps?
Hardly anyone knows anything about them. I mean, other than about their attacks.
Maybe I could tell you a story about them.
Now I am curious. Do you know why they use Elex?
It makes them stronger, of course. Greater strength, lower levels of fatigue, reduced pain. It turns men into fighting machines, and not just physically. Elex keeps them clear thinking. It removes the emotions that could get in the way of orders.
So it means no one can argue with orders?
It reduces the chances. That's one of the reasons Alps are so successful. They operate together without question.
Not all of them. Some operate alone.
Then you've heard of the Elexitors. They rule in Zakor. They still consume Elex, but they are given a command role.
You mean like Wardek and Kallax? Or Jax? Have you heard of them?
Yes, they are names to be feared. Though I had heard that Jax had disappeared.
So the rumors say. What else do you know about the Alps?
That they have as good as or better knowledge of technology than the clerics. That's because you and them have something in common.
Me? What have I got in common with Alps?
An interest in history. The Elexitors, well, I don't know for sure, but they have found some fragments of old world information. They're using that knowledge.
They're interested in the old world?
No, not at all. They just want the technology. Interest is emotional. The past is something that's gone. They want the future.
Interesting. Not many people seem to think about what the Alps want.
That's all I know.
That was very informative. Thank you.
What are you doing out here?
The light beacon. I've always been fascinated by them. They used to be a cry for help. Or a way to give help, direction, guidance. I've seen leaders come and go in the fort, and there's only one constant. You have to rely on yourself. So, I look for ruins, visit the beacons, and I find things to earn shards, so I don't need anyone else.
Brave for someone at your age.
My age? Age is bullshit. Wrinkled or smooth-skinned, life throws the same shit at you. I know these lands better than to come alone. I was traveling with a pair of scrap collectors. They needed a lead. I needed some help. On our way there, we got ambushed by a group of clerics. I didn't want a chance to fight with them. They were much better armed. So I got out of there.
What happened to the scrap collectors?
They didn't make the same choice. That's the problem with some people of their age. They think every fight is winnable. They think running away is the wrong thing to do. Yet, here I am at my age. I just wish I'd had their legs for running. The clerics caught up with me and took me prisoner. I'm here, aren't I? I waited until it was dark and I got out. I guess they thought I was too old to guard. And I got away with their leader's weapon. I think that must have made them angry. Now those clerics are out hunting for me. You can hear their horns. That's why I thought I'd head for the beacon. Get some scrap, and get myself back to Tavor. Shards would mean safety. But you know what happened next? Damn Reavers. Life sure is cheap out here.
Give me the cleric's weapon.
Why should I give it to you?
We help each other out, right?
Well, you had a beer from me. So yeah, all right. You can have it.
How long are you going to stay here?
I think I will get comfortable here. Maybe I'll even get this light tower working. A man needs something to do in life.
That was well done.
I'm in.
Look out! Get ready. This place doesn't feel too friendly.
I will kill you. I will kill you.
I'll get you.
I'll get this one.
The AI module on this drone is damaged, but it could come in useful. I got your weapon back.
Then I am grateful, and Kalan will hear your words. I would back you if you wanted to join the clerics. You have potential. Take this as a gesture of our appreciation.
I met the men you sent to greet me.
And yet, here you are alive.
You sent the wrong men.
So it seems. You must be stronger than you look. All right, let's call it quits. Let's put it in the past and move on.
No, I don't think so.
What's the point in going on with this? You think attacking me is gonna get you somewhere? Fighting? I won't fight you again.
Teach.
What do you think you're doing?
I have the AI module.
It is functional, right?
Maybe. You'll have to check it.
What do you mean? Did you damage it?
The drone attacked me. I had to fight it.
Really? When I saw it, it was just lying there. Oh well, no harm done. Well, not if the module is all right.
It's damaged. Have a look.
Yeah, that's hardly pristine merchandise. Still, maybe Elmar can save it.
I'll take the module to Elmar.
Okay, here. Take it to him and see what he can do to fix it. Tell him I'll have to owe him a favor. I'm out of shards. If you have to pay him, I'll have to owe you, okay? Honestly, you'll get it back when I'm not broke.
Okay.
You are the best. I'll pay you back twice over once I have the money. I promise.
What good?
All right.
What good?
All right.
Not gonna worry about that.
I don't have any time right now.
Say, where did you get that claw?
Hey,
Can I take...
who's out there?
Why? Do you want to look at that?
Yes.
I got it in it.
Edan? You mean you met Kata? She must trust you if she gave you this. And if you have been trusted with this, maybe I could ask you about something. It would bring us a lot of Elexit. And I mean a lot.
And you'll trust me with this because of this claw.
You wouldn't have one if you hadn't earned it. You're one of us, right? I mean, you're playing it shy, but you know what the claw means. And it means we work together. Share the loot and go our separate ways. Both with the shards to make life happier.
All right, I'm in.
Right. Let's do this. Listen closely. I know the Duke stole a pile of shards from the clerics some time ago. He's trying to bring them into the fort little by little without anyone noticing. We can take advantage of that to earn ourselves a profit. If that sounds good, then let's do this. If not, then just pretend this conversation never happened.
Your wife is dead.
No chance. Who'd be able to kill her? Even the Duke, our glorious leader, king of the desert, would think twice before fighting her.
Do you want me to bring her body as proof?
You're serious? She's really dead?
Yes.
Oh, by the sands of Tavar. You don't know how glad I am to hear that. I don't know what your part in this was, but thank you. I am now free. I'm free. I can finally be with Cindy.
About the Duke's shards. How did the Duke get the Elexit from the clerics?
The clerics were transporting goods and the Elexit between the domed city in Abessa and the Hort in Ignadon. The Duke got wind of this and set up an ambush. And it worked. The Duke made a fortune. But of course, he couldn't tell anyone about it. If he'd admitted it was the outlaws that killed those clerics, it would have started a war. So he hid the shards and denied the whole thing.
And the clerics believed him?
Neither side really knows if we could win a war, and besides, where's the profit for anyone? A full-out war and we'll all lose. That's why the Duke likes to play his enemies according to good old outlaw tradition. Keep them guessing, surprise them with your attacks, and hit them with a huge bang when they are least expecting it. So because the Duke needs to keep this a secret, he can't have word get round the fort and then reach the clerics. That not only means the Elexit is out there, but it also means the Duke can't raise much of a storm if all the Elexit suddenly disappears.
So, what's your plan?
The Duke is bringing the Elexit into the fort in deliveries with minimum muscle to protect it. Keeping it low-key is how the Duke is hoping to keep his Elexit a secret, and the next delivery of shards is due soon. I've thought about this, and the best place to intercept the shipment is when it's coming through the pass that connects Abessa with Tavar. The pass will contain the convoy, and it's far enough away from the fort that the Duke won't know anything's happened there for a decent length of time. If you hit that convoy, take the Elexit, then I'll give you, say, 40% of that take.
Make it 50% or there's no deal.
Hey, this is my plan and I did all the prep work.
Which will mean nothing if I'm not there to get the shards. I'm doing the fighting. I'm taking the risk. I'll take 50%.
Are you expecting me to just back down and accept this?
Yes.
Well, okay. We're partners now. Ready to go?
Hey, who's out there?
Excellent.
Where?
Teach me something.
Yeah.
What do you want from me? I hate you outlaws to death. First you take me prisoner, then you hold me captive, then you let me sit here going stale. You're wasting my talents.
I'm not an outlaw.
Outlaws, berserkers, albs, you're all the same. Ignorant, valueless, non-believers and heretics who have not seen the light of Kalan. I don't expect wisdom just because you aren't an outlaw.
If you don't want to be here, why don't you just escape?
Because those bastards wired me. You must know that.
What do you mean, wired you?
If I go further than 100 meters from the fort, boom! An explosive implant will kill me. But knowing the junk technology here, this thing will probably just blow up on its own, even if I don't try and leave the fort. My only hope is that the outlaws will let me go at some point.
I see. I need this AI module repaired. Can you do that?
That? Yes, I can do that. But you'll have to pay me. Maybe then one day I can buy my freedom.
Then I'd rather do it myself.
You can do that?
Yes, I can do that.
Ah, well, if you're gonna be like that, just give it to me before you break something. These things don't take rough handling. There. One functioning AI module. Have fun with it.
Damn. I ate some...
So what do we do with the repaired AI module?
Well, we'll need a functioning drone. If only we knew where to find one that was intact and hadn't been destroyed. We can get a new one from the clerics. You know, one of our cleric prisoners told me they're making a U5 prototype over there in the Horde. It's got enhanced intelligence, or something. That'd be perfect for what we needed to do.
You want me to steal this prototype?
Of course, let's do this thing. You see, a normal fighting drone won't be good enough. We need one with more intelligence. I mean, it's gonna be replacing me, so it's gonna have to be smart, right?
I'll get you the drone prototype from the clerics.
Right, good. You shouldn't have any trouble getting the drone out of there. You know clerics. They'll be too busy worshipping and stuff. They probably won't even notice you're there.
Mind is always left clear after a topic.
Seeing that production facility? Well, you have to admit we're lucky the clerics can't produce more of them.
New routines recognized. Initializing. Failure. Forcing restart. Restart successful. Initializing new routines. Routines initialized successfully. Creating new parent-child relationship. New order giver identified and registered. Following new parent.
Nah.
Routine performed. Deleting parent-child relationship. Starting area monitoring protocol. Protocol executed. Starting area monitoring.
Your replacement is here.
You actually got the U5 prototype? We're gonna do this. We're actually gonna do this. Then, as promised, you'll get 10% of my pay every time I get the shards. Here's your first payment. I think I owe myself some time off first. You know, you're all right. Yeah, you're all right.
When do I get my next payment?
You'll have to wait. Hey, it's not like I'm paid regularly, but you'll get your Elexit. It might just take a while.
Shit.
About the Duke's shards. Let's go.
Head directly to the pass to Abessa, and keep your eyes open. The outlaws in the convoy might have disguised themselves as clerics.
I will return soon.
Don't let...
I'll help you. I'll help you.
Hey, stop. Please, stop. Have you seen any elves out there? You'd better be careful. They were around here only a few days ago. They might still be here.
What elves?
They attacked our caravan, wiped us out. We just left the Besser on the way back to the fort when they attacked us. It didn't take them 2 minutes to kill everyone.
How did you survive?
I was able to hide, just in time. Shit. I was just promoted to runner. I thought I could do some easy work in the fort, but instead they went and sent me out here. And I had to watch as the whole caravan was butchered.
You're a runner?
Yeah, the lowest of the low in the fort. Sure, you get access to armor and a few nice stims, but that's it. Then you get non-stop hassle. If you want to do better, then you have to work your way up. That was my plan. Before this happened here.
What are you going to do now?
Can I come with you? I need to get back to the fort, but there's no way I can get back there alone. I'm lucky the elves haven't found me, and that the jackals haven't eaten me. Please, you have to help me. I've got to get back so I can report to Hank.
Hank sent me.
Then why didn't you say? We have to get back and inform the fort that the supply routes to Abessa aren't safe anymore.
You want to get back to the fort?
Yeah, I should report back. Maybe we should take some of the crates the elves left. We might as well take some supplies back with us.
I will help you get back to the fort.
Thanks. After that attack, I don't feel confident getting back on my own. You go.
Welcome back to the gates of paradise. I hope your stay in the wilderness was productive and profitable. The fort bids you welcome. That will be 400 shards, seeing as you owe me for the last time. Not bad for a way into this little slice of heaven, is it?
Forget it. I won't pay.
Forget? How could I forget the man that turned down paradise over a few lousy shards? Paid the shards, so you and I are gonna have a problem.
You've chosen the wrong person to pick a fight with.
Really? And why is that?
because you're the bad end to a shit day, and I'm looking for someone to take it out on.
Whoa, okay. Calm down there. I don't want to spill any blood here. You keep your shards. But watch yourself in there. There's others in there who aren't as understanding as me.
Man, I can't believe I got out of that. Here, this is everything I can thank you with. I will never leave the fort again. You can bet your life on that. I will go to Hank immediately. The people here must know that our supply routes between the fort and Abessa are not safe anymore.
I'll help you. Look out!
That didn't work. I'm in.
I'll wait here. Let's go on. wonder what this used to be. Why build a house where only some rooms have walls?
That didn't work. I'm in.
Are you trying to get yourself killed? You should stay well away from the converter. You won't last 2 minutes in that place.
What are you doing out here?
I'm a scrap collector. You know, salvage. Old world stuff. Dangerous business, even this close to that place. But one look at the converter tells you there's gotta be prime salvage just waiting in there. A ton of profit.
And you survived?
Well, I've found a few ways to dodge those owl bastards.
Such as?
Well, I did some looking around and I found an access tunnel. It runs right into the command section of the converter. So, I snuck in at night and pumped radioactive gas into the pipe. That was a party, I'm telling you. The Albs still haven't found out how to clean the area.
You tried to sabotage the converter alone?
It's keeping those Albs busy. Means they're less likely to bother me. Managed to get some military circuit boards out of there. That'll pay for a few months of food. But if you doubt my word, go there yourself and take a look. Or wait, I have something better. You could take a look and earn us both some profit.
Profit?
Yeah. Listen up. They should have a piece of equipment up there that I could really use. An energy amplifier. It looks like a small crate. If you can get into the command section and find it, there'd be profit in it. But hey, you don't want to get messed up by that gas. We have protective helmets in the fort that can protect you from the radiation.
Understood. I'm in.
This could be challenging. Here. You will learn. I'll take care of them. I'll get this one. I'll get this one. Look out! I'll get this one. This place was. I'll wait here. Let's go on.
There's nothing for you here. I said get out.
Here.
Yeah, just get out of here. There's nothing for you here. Yeah, just get out of here.
Get lost. I don't have...
Real men fight with what they've got. They don't hide behind tech.
Technophile. You know, that means someone that loves technology. Well, you can keep your eyes off what we have here and get your sorry ass back to the desert.
I don't care what you're wearing. You're no cleric.
And you're not gonna live long with a mouth like that. Keep your mouth shut. Give me some fucking respect and stop giving me your opinions.
I know you work for the Duke.
You don't know shit. Stay out of my business and keep your thoughts to yourself.
I'm taking the chests.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
No joke. You're giving me the chests.
You're getting nothing from me.
This is the end for you. There's nothing for you here.
You should go to...
There's nothing for you here.
I'll wait here. I'll take care of them. I'll wait here. Look out!
Tower Alpha 7 to Tower Delta 4. Reinforcements have still not arrived yet. Send a general distress signal now.
I'll wait here.
Useless fucking thief.
I'll wait
You'll
here.
pay for that.
I'll take care of them. I'll wait here. I'll wait here.
Well, you have to admit he has a point.
You know the rules and you know what happens to people who break.
About the Duke's shards. I recovered the shards from the convoy.
The plan worked? It worked! You look like you came through okay. I knew I picked the right person. And you'll get the profit to make your effort worth it. So about your share. You get half, right? Yes, that's right, which means you're rich. I mean, you can afford to get your balls dipped in gold if you really want to. It would be great to work with you again. But I don't know if I could find the shards to afford it. But whatever you do next, take it easy. Okay, partner? Don't let anyone tell you the world...
And do you feel good now? Hey, Hank.
Maybe
Bad
later.
news. Our caravan was attacked by elves.
Shh! Are you crazy? Do you want to trumpet that any louder?
We have to tell people. They have to know.
Damn it, kid, shut your mouth. If the people knew we were having trouble with supplies, there could be an uprising against the Duke.
But we can tell the Duke, can't we? We should, shouldn't we?
Kid, you're a runner. You don't understand these things. Leave them to older and wiser heads, yeah?
What's wise about letting people get killed by elves? That makes no sense.
Fucking shit. That is enough.
Time to teach you a lesson.
You killed Kid.
Kid is dead. Kid killed himself with his own actions. Those are the facts, and there the matter ends. The Duke is generous. The Duke is forgiving. Forget this matter. For the Duke.
I've got the crates from the missing caravan.
Crates speak only of success. The Duke will welcome. Bringing Kid back here, that was not a smart move. That was something the Duke might find disappointing. You claimed you'd deal with this, but now people know the Alps attacked our caravan. I am disappointed. Since you didn't do your job properly, the Duke isn't going to want to pay you. And it's best you stay quiet about this. That's the truth of it.
Will you cut out that crap?
Stay. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Get out of here! Now! Yeah, you finally get it.
Really get ready to hit the porcelain. You got the same thing I've had.
Well, there's what people say and what people do, isn't it?
So, about your plan with Chloe.
Hey, be patient. I'm not that fast. Just give me some time with her. She's not just gonna blurt out why she can't pay the Duke's tribute anymore.
keep your... and I won't have...
I want some better armor.
Then you're in the right place. Join us here and you can start earning this armor if you're good enough.
What will you sell me?
You get what you deserve. Prove you can be loyal to the Duke, earn profit, and you'll get your chance to buy anything. There aren't many who get to wear the armor of an enforcer or a captain. If you want that, you'll have to kiss a lot of asses.
Show me what you've got. That isn't enough.
You know, General. One favor for another. We gave them the base. Now we must wait on the research findings. We will see what their technology can do for our military.
I don't have any time right now.
the crates of grenades you want.
Excellent. Give them to me. What do you want as your reward? Do you want a share of these grenades? Or is it Elexit you want? And now this deal is going through, I can afford to give you a discount on trade. So, what will it be?
Just pay me.
Okay. Here, take these shards. Pleasure doing business with you.
Let's do some business. Are you ready to trade?
You should talk to someone else. I can't help you.
profit or problems? Which are you bringing me?
How can I make you a profit?
Doesn't matter where the shards come from. It's whose pocket they end up in that counts. If you want to make your way in Tavar, you need to start with profit. Only that and loyalty count.
So, what will you pay me for my loyalty?
Now you're starting to ask the right questions.
So, give me the right answers.
I'll give you 30 seconds. Tell me what you want.
If you want profit, give me a job.
A job? All right. Find Conrad. You'll find him in the rocket silo. Tell him I want the job finished. Then, you do whatever he needs doing. If he doesn't finish his job soon, I'll kill him. And then, I'll kill you. Oh, and to be clear, you might be disposable, but Conrad isn't. Make sure he is kept alive until the job is done. If he dies, you die. There's your job. Now get the fuck out of here and get it done.
One more question.
No questions. Get the job finished.
I think we've learned what we're going to learn for now.
Quick on the uptake, this one, ain't he? You should keep him.
It must be difficult keeping a city like this together.
Do you see any real problems out there? Do you see any more indiscipline than there is in the other factions? Everyone here is free. Everyone here has decided to be here. Liberty, profit, survival of the fittest. Those are the laws of the wasteland. Those are the laws of Tavar. And everyone in Tavar knows that I am the only one who can guarantee them.
What about the other factions?
What about them? The Berserkers and their pilgrim. They don't even know where their leader has gone. He's hiding in the mountains while they grub around in the dirt. They know nothing about profit. Well, and we don't even have to talk about those elves. They're just completely crazy.
And the clerics?
Who talk of technology but worship superstition? While we grow day by day, they are dying in their stronghold. Soon we will pick the bones of the Horde. After the elves they gave birth to come home to destroy them. Tavar is growing while all the other factions fight amongst themselves, and that is down to me.
How can I join the outlaws?
You can get the job done that I've given you. Get your fucking ass out there and get it fucking done.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm in.